Yo boys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. Today I am on another version of this beautiful Detroit track layout, and this is the affinity layout of it. Now I rode his San Diego and I liked how the track rode, apart from the whoops were a bit hard, and it definitely track definitely is different to the previous ones I've ridden, but as we're gonna go over the burn, it feels like it's quite tamed down. I'm not really sure, but it's not like from the first track. I think his first track was San Diego. His track was quite peaky, and I think he's not made these jumps really very peaky, and they're more mellower, which I kind of like because I don't really like the tracks that are more peaky. I think the better when they're mellow. But this track is also free. I don't know if this is going to turn into a series or anything, but yeah, head over to mods and check out these tracks because they are fire. I reckon you could get some doubles through the sand. I like how the finish sends you quite high. That's one thing that is really cool. I haven't managed to step onto that yet, but we'll keep trying because I think if I got a good run around the corner, I could do it. But basically, this I feel like he releases his tracks a day later, but to see the layout changes, because a few of the layouts have changed. Like this one changed. If you look at Stone Rider's sand section, it isn't the same as this one. And also another thing is I just feel like these tracks are more true to life. Like some of the lines are more better. I don't want to say that yet because I haven't tried this track on a 450, and I also haven't gone for any big lines yet. But like if you look here, he's put a higher side so you can double over there if you're not mid like me, and then a lower side. But on Stone Rider's version, you could quad in here. I'm not sure, even on a 250 you could go quad, because I was doing it in qualifying. I'm not sure if you could do it on this version, but we'll definitely give it a try in a few laps time. But yeah, I just wanted to say I'm happy with how the channel's growing. We've already hit 50 subscribers, and that's pretty insane considering I was just doing this on the side of other things just to grow my Twitch, and I haven't really been doing it for very long. But yeah, I just think it's incredible that people are showing some support to me and subscribing to my channel. But yeah, I've also just hit affiliate on Twitch, so if you haven't already checked that out, head over there and check it out. The link will be below. And also join my Discord for giveaways and updates on content, because I will be doing some giveaways soon. I just need to get a few things sorted and then I can start doing them. But yeah, so click the links down below and just check them out. But back to the track. I think it's good that we get all these little, all these different variants of the track and not just one, because it really does give people an option of what track they want to ride, and I think it also opens up some stuff for people to learn on. Like there's some parts of this track that I would say is better than Stone Riders, and there's some parts of Stone Riders that are better than this. But yeah, it really is just a weird one, and I think Stone Rider could take a lot from this track and this track scaling, because I do feel like Stone Rider's visuals are a lot better, like a lot better. I think with the pre-made it's a lot better. But I do like what Xalador is doing with these tracks, and they just, like I say, they just keep improving and improving. I just feel like by the time we get to towards the end of the season, I feel like these tracks are just gonna be so good. But this track has a very good flow, and it's good on a 250, and I expect it's good on a 450 as well. It's the first time I've gone over that table and then triple double. But the lap times are a bit longer. I haven't really run a good lap yet, not without doing a front flip or crashing. But yeah, I look forward to see what the finished product of Xalador's tracks are. I think I said in the last video, because I did do a video on his San Diego track. If you haven't seen that, I will link the video at the end. But I do like his big open stadiums. They give kind of a midday qualifying vibe, and it really does have a really cool feel to it. Like, I always like playing Stone Riders tracks in the day. And yeah, I feel like these whoops are a bit too easy as I crash in them, but I feel like when you actually don't try and wheelie them like I just did, they're a little on the easy side, because you kind of just lean back and then hold the right trigger down, and I think Stone Rider's whoops definitely are better. But it's not, at the end of the day, it's not just the whoops that make a track good, it's everything. Flow, visuals, everything makes a track good. And I just think that they could take a bit from each other's tracks and then maybe put them together. And I know that so I'm not saying Stone Rider would or Xalador would, but some track creators might get funny about that. But I think it would be good, and I think it'd be good for the community, and I think it'd be good for MX Bikes, for them to take bits from each other. But I'm not a track creator, I'm not up there in the community, I'm just a little small content creator on the outside. Oh, double in's nice. First time I hit it, actually. I've been eyeing it up for the last few laps, but this first lap I hit it, it seemed quite smooth. Yeah, in a minute we'll try go for a hot lap. But yeah, some of these lips are more kicky than others, and I like that kind of change, because you have to kind of slow down for some bits and speed up for other bits, and that's kind of what gives the track a skill gap. And everything is doable on a 250. I expect there are some big lines on this track that you can hit on a 450. We are going to get a bit sketchy in the sand section before the finish. I think I do prefer, I don't know if I prefer these berms or Stone Riders berms. I think both berms have their pluses and both berms have their minuses. I just feel these berms aren't very long, so you can't really just get into them and rail them, whereas Stone Riders, you can just lean the bike over and rail it. These ones, they like end the more circular, so they don't, like they start quite late and end quite early, so it would make good for cutting down. But another thing that I'd like to see in Zalador's tracks in the future could be pre-made stuff. I'd like to see how he puts that in and how that plays a factor to the flow and style of his track. Because I know I've ridden Stone Rider's tracks and the way that he's added the pre-made in, and it just makes the track, I think it makes the track ride a lot better than it did before. Because I think before it was just whoever could hold it pinned the most, get the rhythms the most, was the fastest, and I think that is not the way in this game. I think there should be a skill gap. I think now that as you saw, I just tried to hit the quad into that first rhythm section, and I almost did it, so I feel like retracting my statement before and putting out a new one that you probably could actually hit the quad. But yeah, we'll try and go for it again. So around the outside, we're gonna... maybe, I don't know. I feel like I'm getting a good pop, but I think everything is more spaced out, and I feel like that is, again, it's got some pluses and it's got some minuses, but I just feel like this track is, I don't know, it makes you feel more IRL vibes than video game vibes, which is nice, but at the end of the day we are playing a video game. But yeah, I really give big credit to these track creators. Stone Rider every single week comes out with an aerial track. JV is going to be coming out with outdoors for MXGP and outdoors for aerial, as well as Stone Rider, and I think Hell Machine's in there doing them as well. So that will be good. I'm really looking forward to MXGP and the aerial outdoors. And so yeah, hopefully I can do well in the outdoors. Supercross hasn't really started the way I wanted it to. It was 250 East at the weekend, and I ended up missing out on that by about... point... I think it was 0.3 I missed out by, but I did run a lap that would have qualified me into the main event. Well, no, not into the main event, into the heats, because it wasn't a Triple Crown. And the track had a weird glitch where if you jumped to the inside on the sand, it wouldn't count your lap. Let's try this again. There you go, there's the first quad. I feel like the second quad is possible, I just didn't really expect to hit it. I was just going to go quad, triple. But in the end, I just ended up holding it pinned. But yeah, so the track had a weird glitch where if you jumped too far to the inside, it wouldn't count your lap. Like that. See, I don't know if it's something to do with the game or not, but it happened there where I jumped too far to the inside. I may have done it a bit too obvious on this track, but on the other track it was really bad, and I feel like if that wasn't in the game it would be a lot better, because we wouldn't have that problem. I know there was problems in the heats with it as well, but yeah, I ran a 47.45, somewhere around there. But it didn't count, so I had to settle with a 48.9. But yeah, so we ended up missing out by 0.3, which isn't how I wanted to start the 250 East Coast. So I think for Glendale we are back on 450s because it is a west round, I think. I'm a bit annoyed because I wanted it to be an east round, but it makes sense because it's in the west. But we might do West Coast next year, we might not, I don't know. It depends on the tracks, because I think the second half of the season has better tracks. I know the first track is A1 and all that hype, but what's the chances of me qualifying? I don't think it's very high, but yeah, I'm just trying to qualify, and if I don't, I'm not too bothered because I tend to be better at outdoors. Like last season I did AMS and I was running top 5 in quali, and I was running times that would have qualified me for pro, and last season in MXGP as well I qualified for quite a few. I think I qualified for like the last 3 or something. But yeah, his Supercross triples, I like his finish lines. They tend to kick you really high, and I do quite like that. I feel like that's one plus to his tracks. Whereas Stone Riders, they don't really give you a boost. Like they're good enough that you get over them, but they don't really give you a boost. Like the one at San Diego, that was hard to get on Stone Riders track because it was so big. And it didn't really, the takeoff didn't really give you the lift to get over it. Whereas this one, on this track, it does. Right, we will go for one hot lap after this lap because I'm going to miss that. And then that will probably be the end of the video because it's coming up on 20 minutes. I don't usually speak for 20 minutes, but today I'm a bit of a yapper. But yeah, so I have the E-Road on 0.5, and you definitely can feel it. So I think the E-Road in this is quite good. It's just where the berms join onto, like where you transition from the track to the berms, you just got to watch out for the front wheel. I feel like these berms are from Sim. I don't know why, I just feel like they are. But either way, it makes the game flow. So anyway, so we're going to go double after the finish. We're going to step on, step off, step on, step off. We're going to go around there. We're going to hit the Supercross triple. We're going to do some weird tire tap through there. Step on, step off, triple, triple is the line through there. Step over, triple, and then double that. Cut down nice and early. Through the whoops to the outside. Oh no, front tucked. Right, so I definitely can go a lot quicker. I was 2.5 seconds up, or 2 seconds up. I don't know why that lap didn't count. That's weird, because I didn't even go outside before the finish. But yeah, so that is going to be the end of the video. So if you did enjoy this video, please do be sure to like and subscribe. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.